Sunday's MLS Next Pro action gets started at Children's Mercy Victory Field in Kansas City, Missouri. Sporting Kansas City 2 takes on Austin FC 2 on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth for the third and final match of the regular season between these two sides. First off, for the home team, Sporting Kansas City, entering this past week, they had just 5 points on the MLS Next Pro season through 16 games. 2 wins later now, they're in a much different spot, 11 points on the campaign, and in a lot more confidence taking on an Austin side that sit in 7th spot in the Western Conference. 3 points for them could vault them as high as 4th place. They sit on 28 points with 6 wins so far this campaign, trying to add another one on the road today. We can look at our lineups now for both teams in the build-up to this broadcast. First off, for the home team, Sporting Kansas City 2, it's the third match in a week for them. They're coming off a 3-2 win at Vancouver on Thursday. There are 4 changes made by Istvan Urbani, including in net, Jack Courtcamp comes in for his 8th appearance of the MLS Next Pro season. 1 change in that back line brings Ian James in for a 7th appearance of the 2025 MLS Next Pro season. The 17-year-old center back, very highly rated prospect. Up front, there's been some really good goal-scoring form for this side. Meji Alexandre has 3 goals in his last 2 games. Malun Gumbali, 2 goals in the last 2 games this week. As for Austin, on the other side of things, there are 2 changes made. They last played on July 25th against Houston Dynamo Dos. They beat them 2-0, and Brett Utley makes 2 changes to that side. Up front, Vlad Danchutsu scored his first goal for the side. The Romanian youth international missed part of the campaign at the Youth Euros over the summer, but he's come back in, picked up his first goal. He'll lead that line in this 4-3-3 shape. Also watch out for Irvin Torres in the midfield with 3 goals, 3 assists so far this campaign. Jorge Alastue scored the lone goal when Austin won 1-0 over Sporting Kansas City back on June 27th. The 2 changes after their win 8 days ago over Houston. They're in some good form, Austin are. 3 wins in their last 5 games, 4-7 overall. And on the road here today, they've won 1 and won the shootout in the other 2 meetings so far in 2025. Against Sporting Kansas City, Austin have. And if they can continue that strong bit of form, they can put themselves in a very comfortable position to return to the playoffs. They did not qualify last year, of course, finished in 12th spot, coming off a year where they were Next Pro champions in 2023. They're in a solid playoff position for Sporting Kansas City. If you said 7 days ago, think about playoffs, you would have been insane. But they've won 2 games this week. If they can pick up a 3rd successive win, it would become a small theme for the remainder of the season. They're 12 points off LAFC 2 as the closest team in front of them, but they're only 15 points off the playoff line. If they can pick up a win and continue the good form that has seen them pick up a 3-1 win at LAFC 2 and a 3-2 win at Vancouver Whitecaps 2 on Thursday, who knows what could happen in the run-in in the 2025 MLS Next Pro season. Meji Alexandre has this one in the center circle. He's got 5 goals in the season. Good for a team lead. Picked up a brace against Vancouver on Thursday. In the blue kits on the left side of your screen with the lighter blue stripes along the chest are Sporting Kansas City 2. In the white and green are Austin FC 2. The visitors here today, they'll go from right to left across your screen. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. We have first whistle and we're underway. Play starting with the ambitious ball forward claimed by Charlie Farrer as Gumbale was pressing high up the field. For Sporting Kansas City 2, they are winless at home so far this campaign. Their 2 wins this week were big-time ones on the road in LA and in Vancouver. But at home, they haven't been able to get the results going as of yet. It would end a perfect week if they could get that first result here today. Gumbale seizes on a pass high up the field, some quick one-touch passing. Loses out. And in the end, a bit of a tug at the jersey results in a free kick 1 minute into the contest. For Austin, a mixed bag on the road. 2 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws so far in 2025. They could bring that to an even 3 across the board if they get all 3 points here today. They have had the edge in the all-time series history. They've met 8 times, these teams have. Austin FC have won 3 of those. They've lost 1 to Sporting Kansas City. The other 4 have gone to shootouts, where they've split those shootouts 2-2 over the course of their meetings. Minute and a half in, throw in far side of the pitch. And the throw in here for Austin. Moreno with this one. Header centrally, not fully dealt with. Alexandre was trying to get in the mix. It's a really good first touch to evade the initial challenge. Advantage being played as Austin bring this one into the attacking third and into the 18-yard box. Ian James gets a foot out, gets a toe to it, and knocks out of play for the first corner of the match from the far side of the field. Jorge Alastue will make his way across.
Diego, good. Kids aren't, some kids like Urban, more connected. Urban, more.
AJ's so close to us. Yeah, he's AR1 today. Hey, AJ. Oh my God, do you think we can see him blushing?
It will be an in-swinging corner from the far side of the field. The first set-piece opportunity for either side this afternoon. Whipped in to the near post. It's pushed away, no nonsense. Shane Donovan got there first, made himself known, and blocked it out of play for another corner. We'll do it again from the far side of the field. On the second try, this one a bit deeper. Pushed away only as far as the edge of the 18. Abarca picks his head up, clips it up to the back post, a cushioned header down. Only far as maybe he knocks it upfield, but Austin can maintain it in the attacking half. Abarca again. Thomas. Torres. Barry.
Behind the 9. Watch the jump.
Barry plays it forward. Moved along to Thomas. 13th appearance of the season for Thomas. The Trovello at the outside of the right foot. Very well-weighted pass. Genshutsu puts the brakes on and rolls it back for Farkarloon. Jimmy Farkarloon hooks one in. It's pushed away.
Simple. Yes, Riley, we're done. Control the volley.
Good bit of speed shown to drive this one into the box from Abarca. James puts a challenge in. There's been a few corners now in the early stages for Austin. They'll have another chance from the far side of the field. Jorge Alastue will again make his way over to offer that left foot.
Diego.
There are 5 in white and green inside the attacking 18-yard box. Alastue will go short this time. Rolled along again for Gonzalez. Adrian Gonzalez picks his head up, puts a ball in. A high stooping header. In the end, it was knocked out of play by Alexandre, and he concedes another corner, 4th in the match already.
Jimmy, goalkeeper. Chewy. Mas.
Fourth corner in 6 minutes now for Austin. Alistue this time goes to the back post. Header trying to keep it in the mix, not able to push it forward. Out of play by Moreno. Joey Moreno making a first start for Austin FC2, playing in that right back role. Just 2 appearances as a sub so far this campaign for the 17-year-old. On the road here today, gets that opportunity. Back to James.
Drive. Diego! In between!
Gumbale trying to keep it alive. Unable to do so, it rolls out for a throw-in. Leroux, head up, ball over the top, aiming for the run of Gumbale. Very well done by the forward to track it down. Rolls it back for Alexandre. Not able to keep it in the mix, and it's pushed away. Farkarloon pressed quickly. And one back by Meji Alexandre in the box. It's it onto his left foot. A fantastic week for Meji Alexandre continues. 4 goals in 3 games and opens the scoring for Sporting Kansas City 2. The high press pays off. Alexandre lost it in this first instance, but they stayed alive. Cello Chashantrit putting the press on from behind, and a poor pass seized upon. And Alexandre powers one into the back of the net to continue his fine goal-scoring form. 6 goals now in 2025. His brace on Thursday was a big reason why they came from behind. They were down 2-0 at Vancouver. They won 3-2. He scored 1 penalty. He missed another. Could have had a hat trick on Thursday. He opens his account just 8 minutes into today's contest. Over the top for Farkarloon. Austin trying for a quick response. Farkarloon puts the brakes on. Towards the back post, a header down, and it's scraped home. An instant reply from Austin FC2. Combination between Abarca and Alistue. And just as quickly as Sporting Kansas City 2 found themselves in front, this match is all even again. Farkarloon tracks down a long pass over the top. Does well one-on-one to get this one out of his feet. And is lifted to the back post. Cushion down, and Alistue scores again against Sporting Kansas City 2. Abarca tees up Alistue, who has 5 goals now since making his move to Austin. 1-1, even again, 10 minutes into the contest. High press. Denshutsu wins it back. Alistue rolls it along. First time shot blocked out for a corner. Abarca trying to be on the receiving end this time after teeing up Alistue. Well, the goal is being credited to Abarca for now. We'll keep you looped on where it officially lands. It looked like Alistue got the decisive touch across the goal line. That is of no matter right now for Austin. They go quick on this corner. Shifted along. Whipped into the box. Pushed out now. Abarca. Denshutsu gets a head down. It's dangerous, and a big-time save made by Courtcamp. Ariano on the turn. He's able to draw in the contact and win a foul. Threat goes away for Sporting Kansas City, too, who have been under pressure since scoring.
Control the line, Daniel. Control the line. All right, try to overlap. Be in between. Jimmy down. Jimmy down. Yep, good. Now you're moving. Let's go. Let's go.
Gumbale on the turn. Loses out. Barry clears it upfield. Now with James. Gumbale. There was a slight clip of the heels by Denshutsu. Fouled Leroux. Results in a free kick for SKC2, taken quickly to Cello Chantrit. There's a foul for a tug. Maybe has this one. He's making his professional debut. Maybe in here for his first start, I should say, for Sporting Kansas City too, since joining earlier on in July. Long-time Georgetown Hoya, made 66 appearances at the collegiate level. 22 years of age, plays in the midfield now. Alexandre again putting on the high pressure. Thought for a moment he'd want to throw. Goes the way of Austin. Denshutsu swings it along to the far side of the field. Beckham Uterit steps across and launches a pass upfield. It went out of play though, throw in far side. About 14 minutes down here. 57% possession for Austin, who also are out shooting Sporting KC 6-1. The one shot from Meji Alexandre is the goal that they've scored. Goal has been switched to Jorge Alastue, assisted by Abarca. So Alastue with the equalizer for the visiting side. This portion of the match is presented by Central Bank, the official checking account partner of Sporting Kansas City and the official jersey front partner of SKC2. First time by Maybe. On the turn, sprayed along to Clark. Strong challenge put in. Thomas got it right, had to. Now Farkarloon. Step over. Trying to use his speed. Good challenge put in by Donovan. Denshutsu chasing one down. James hooks it centrally. Bounces kindly, moved along to Farkarloon. He's got this one now. Onto his right foot again, past another, and it's poked away. Courtcamp gratefully claims, launches it back into play. Loon Gumbale making a run. Through the middle now. It's Donovan. Donovan harried from behind by Torres. Referee plays advantage as Alexandre has options. Maggie Alexandre loses his touch. One back by Torres. He's fouled. Earns a free kick in the midfield for Austin FC 2.
We have a free man! Dewey's free! Hey, diagonal!
One back by Maybe. Both teams appeal for it. It's going to be a corner. First opportunity for a major set piece for Sporting Kansas City, too. What can they generate from this? Being out-cornered 5-1. Austin with lots of opportunities. They haven't created a ton from those. But a first chance now for Sporting Kansas City. Outswinger put into the near post. Cheshla puts it out.
Diego higher! Diego higher!
James.
Start to move up! Start to move up, lad! Down, Andrew, down! No foul! No foul!
Leroux. There's a foul there. Referee is playing advantage for a moment, but ends up pulling it back. So it's an SKC2 free kick. Two in the wall for Austin. Here's Donovan. Brian Ariano offers a sideways option. Donovan whips it into the box. Pushed away. Alexandre from distance, closed down, blocked.
Bring it back in the box.
Maggie Alexandre, touch that can't quite get past the opponent. Booted upfield. Just pushed away by Uteritz. Knew that Abarca was lurking.
Right behind the line, Audrey. Jules! He's free!
to Shantrit. Moved along. Clark. Gumbale on the turn. Brilliant touch. Cuts it back. First time strike wide of frame. Blaine maybe coming onto that one late at the edge of the 18. Flashes wide of frame. And it's out for a goal kick. Really good work here by Clark. Gumbale, a touch that opens him into space. You could see the movement there from SKC working out.
Inside, go ahead, Jimmy. Flag, come down. Flag, come. Diego.
Over the top. Header back to Court Camp.
Beautiful ball.
Pushed out of play. It's going to be a throw in. Alexandre down for Donovan. Trying to open a shooting angle for himself. Uteritz, it spins. Ariano can't get to it to Shantrit. Good pass away from the pressure. Mulun Gumbale. His cross blocked, spins out of play. Corner comes. Donovan, out swinging corner. He bounces along the box, maybe. Brings it down, trying to put it back in the mix, and Farrer gets to it first.
Jump! Watch the second jump! Jimmy inside!
Foul in the midfield. It's a free kick for Austin FC too. This portion of the match is presented by Children's Mercy Kansas City, the official healthcare partner of Sporting Kansas City. .24.5 minutes down. Early goals from Meji Alexandre and Jorge Alastues. Means that it's 1-1 between these sides. It's been a quick start to the match. Teams settling into it now. Something that Istvan Urbani identified when talking to him this week is the main area of focus for them was to be tactical in how they press high up the field. You saw it happen when they lost that in the channels, pushing numbers forward to try and make life difficult. Alexandre ended up winning the ball back in the attacking third, driving it into the box and scoring an opener. Good work by Court Camp off his line to claim it.
Diego, stay between. Urban, you gotta be a little lower. Diego, yep.
But they knew that they can't press all match. Sporting Kansas City do. It's the third match in a week. Had a little bit of rotation for the first time this season. They went with the same starting lineup in back-to-back games between LAFC and Vancouver, in large part because they won their first match of the season against LAFC. At halftime, they were down 2-0 against Vancouver. Istvan Urbani asked the players, let's get back to that performance against LA. They scored 3 second-half goals, and they are on back-to-back wins now. But they know their fatigue will be a factor. The noon local time kickoff also going to impact things. They know a very expansive side, and Austin can play this one all across the field, starting with their goalkeeper, Charlie Farrer. They have a long throw option here.
Vlad, keeper.
Cheshla. There's a bit of pushing and shoving in the box, results in a free kick going the way of Sporting Kansas City 2.
Irvin, a little lower. Irvin, look at 88. Diego can be in between.
You can pass him. Yeah, if you can pass him with your first time.
Farquhar Loon. Gonzalez.
Behind the 9. Irvin, you're free as well.
Barry, great pass forward, Denshutsu on the turn. Quick passing, Farquhar Loon, Denshutsu, edge of the box. Vlad Denshutsu rolls it back, Torres. Barry.
Keep getting diagonal again, Audrey. Keep getting diagonal again.
Torres sprays a pass to the far side of the field. What a ball it turns out to be. Switches the point of attack. Uteritz beaten one-on-one. Good work. Saved by Kortkamp. It had gone out of play first. A corner comes now for Austin FC 2.
Irving, Dortmund.
Alastue whipped into the 6-yard box, bounces through, and agonizingly passed a few in Austin colors. Out for a goal kick. They had options. It was good delivery. No one able to make a telling touch onto it. DeChandra to Leroux, back to Kortkamp. First time from the goalkeeper. That's going to be a foul. Push from behind.
Hold your arms, Audrey. Hold your arms. Give him that duel.
Daddy!
Come on, Jimmy. Go follow. Up again. Up again.
Big touch forward into the box. Uteritz not able to win out. Denshutsu gets ahead to it. Good hold-up play from the forward, draws a throw in. Farquhar Loon receives this one. Farquhar Loon onto his left, cuts it across, And Austin take the lead. Farquharloon combines with Danshutsu. And Austin FC2 come from behind and take the lead on the road. Swung along to the left winger. Was he gonna go right? Was he gonna go left? Goes on to his left. And Vlad Danshutsu, for a second match running, picks up a goal. Got his first for Austin last week. The striker is getting into form now. 2-1, Austin leads over SKC. Gumbale to Shantrit. Here's James now.
Irvin, stay low. Irvin, stay lower. Step there. Irv, stay lower in the pocket. Connect the tree. Go foul.
Leroux. Donovan. Ariano. Clark. Moved along, far side of the field, driven low. Good work defensively. Uteritz tried to just power one along. This portion of the match is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield Kansas City, the official healthcare insurance partner of Sporting Kansas City. 2-1 Austin lead on the road. That's a foul in the midfield to Shantrit. Commits the foul, receives the first yellow card of the match. Second look here to Shantrit. Puts the challenge in from behind. It's a little late, maybe a bit of a stumble, but it's the first yellow card of the match for that foul.
A yellow card costing to Sporting Kansas City, number 52, Kevin to Shantrit in the 36th minute.
Throw in for the home side.
Give me inside. Give me inside. Down, Irvin.
Alexandre has Clark at the back post, who was calling for it. Opts for the pass backwards. To Chantrit, first time. Moved along to Leroux. He has space to roam into, the center back does. Forward for Gumbali. Pass into the box, Farrer, the goalkeeper easily able to claim.
Keep dividing the space with Jorge. Jimmy, start to move up. Inside and up. Inside and up. Yes, Irvin's low.
To Chantrit. Gumbale rolls it forward for Donovan. Donovan clips it along to the back post. Farkarloon, header down. Out of play, throw in far side of the field. Austin edging the overall shot total 7-4. They've been very productive also with their shots. 4 of their 7 have been on frame. Contrast that with just 1 so far for SKC. They won't have a chance to add to that. Offside is the verdict against Shane Donovan. The major moment for Sporting Kansas City came in the immediate aftermath of a turnover high up the field.
Come on, come! You're tied! Turn! Up again, well done! Irvin! Good, Riley. Riley, now you're wide and you can free. Yep, stay low! You're 2v2 now!
Abarca. Gonzalez. Barry. Farkarloon has received it in some dangerous spots and has done some dangerous things so far this half. His low ball here rejected on the first try. Clark takes over. Donovan under a lot of pressure here, does well to evade a few challenges. Clark, as advantage is played, he's tugged down from behind, and the yellow card will come out, one of the easier calls to make. Alistue booked. Both captains now on yellows. Clark was away, and Alistue said, "I would like your jersey, please." The referee cautions him for that. So a few minutes till halftime. Alistue becomes the first Austin player booked now. Goal scorer for Austin for their first goal. row. Here's Donovan. Clark trying to pick out Donovan. Good work from Thomas to step into the midfield line. His pass only picks out Ian James. To Santrit. There's a foul there by Meji Alexandre. There was a little bit of afters there between them. The referee will come over to try and help things simmer down. Alistue. Shantrit wins it back. Court Camp. James. Clark, first time pass. Gumbale. Outside in, trying to hold off a few challengers, wins a throw. Mulun Gumbale is split time as a right winger, as a center forward so far this campaign for SKC. Trying to find the right spot for him to land at. They prefer him on this right-hand side. His hold-up play is very dangerous though, and he's capable of things like this. Just drawing in defenders. Leroux to Shantrit. James. Ariano. Brian Ariano to Shantrit. Here's James now, a center back. Pop it up in a dangerous position. Maybe. Maybe. Good touch here. Slides it forward for Alexandre. Cuts it back for Maybe. He goes down in the box. Referee waves it away. There was an appeal, of course. There was a bit of contact, but the referee did not feel it was enough to warrant a penalty. Still SKC. To Shantrit forward. Gumbale knotted down for Alexandre. Hold up. First time for Shantrit, and it's saved by Farrer. Into 3 minutes of added time at the end of our first 45. A very dangerous sequence there for SKC. They had a penalty claim, a shot on target from distance.
Charlie, you go! Use! High! High! Come on! Daniel! Everyone, here! High, use! Forward! Hey, Charlie! Keep going! It's forward! Pick up! Hey, ref the line! Let's go! Put it down! Play! then Riley can shoot wide. Wasted time. Come on!
VAR restarts play with the free kick up the field. VAR Carloon. Good pass centrally. Gonzalez, they move from left to right in an instant. Moreno forward. Now far side of the field with Abarca. Abarca back to Gonzalez. Scooped forward. Cushioned down by Alastue. Moreno. Moreno. Alastue. Abarca. Returns it. Alastue to Abarca. Gets past one challenge. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Out for a goal kick with 30 seconds of the minimum remaining. Halftime whistle sounds the first 45 that started so promisingly for SKC2. Meji Alexandre, a goal 8 minutes in, canceled out by a strike from Jorge Alastue. And now the leading goal from Vlad Danshutsu means our score at the half is Sporting Kansas City 1, Austin FC 2. MLS All-Star Week started with goalie wars, and we rounded out match week 20 with the Next Pro Invitational. We can take a look back with the reports.
We're coming to you from beautiful sunny Austin, Texas, where MLS Next Pro has seen its biggest impact yet on the MLS All-Star stage. This is the latest edition of The Report. I'm Michelle Montaigne alongside April Marie Aguilar. And April Marie, the biggest stars in all of North America have descended here in Austin, Texas for the 2025 MLS All-Star game, where the 2025 MLS All-Stars face off against the best players from Liga MX.
That's right, Michelle. And for Major League Soccer's 30th season, its developmental league has had more of an influence than ever, with the record 4 MLS Next Pro alumni named to the All-Star roster. The 2025 MLS All-Star game lit up Q2 Stadium in Austin as the MLS All-Stars took down Liga MX with a 3-1 win in front of over 20,000 fans. MLS Next Pro alumni Alex Freeman, Diego Luna, and Max Arston all made their MLS All-Star debuts in the second half. We caught up with Alex Freeman to get his thoughts on his All-Star debut.
Oh, I feel like, we had a very nice crowd, very nice facility. I feel like it's something that, I got to be grateful for. Being able to someone to pitch an All-Star game, represent Orlando, something I dreamed of. Obviously I didn't expect it to happen so quick, but I'm very excited, very grateful, like I said. But yeah, good to be able to step in front with a lot of experienced players, so very happy.
It's been quite a year for these MLS Next Pro alumni. Diego Luna and Max Arston have already matched their career highs for goals at the midway point of the season. And Alex Freeman has had a breakout year with 4 goals for Orlando City SC. Patrick Ajamong was named to the All-Stars team, but a week before the game, he was transferred to Derby County of the English Championship. He leaves as the second highest goal scorer in Charlotte FC history. It started as an unconventional competition at the 2001 MLS All-Star game. And since then, it's become a fan favorite and a staple of All-Star.
This is the third straight year that MLS Next Pro goalkeepers have competed in goalie wars at the MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T. This year, 4 new goalkeepers are competing and vying for this custom-made championship belt. The night began with the semifinal showdown between Houston Dynamo 2's Pedro Cruz and Toronto FC 2's Adisa de Rosario. Cruz wasted no time setting the tone, and it was a Dynamo dose domination from the get-go. Pedro Cruz would go on to win by 5-1 to move on to the final. On the other side of the bracket, Orlando City B's Carlos Mercado took on Chattanooga FC's Eldin Jakupovic. It was the Orlando keeper who broke the deadlock and sealed his victory in dramatic fashion, scoring the bonus 2-point ball at the buzzer to clinch his spot in the final. So, after a well-earned break, it was Cruz and Mercado vying for the champion belt. Their match ended up being a nail-biter, but it was the Brazilian goalkeeper that came out on top, winning a close final by 4-3.
Yo estoy muy contento con la conquista de hoy, una conquista que yo quería mucho, una conquista muy importante para mí y para mi carrera. Para yo llegar aquí, yo pasé por muchas cosas, yo no pasé por dificultades, pero pasé por grandes aprobaciones de Dios, entonces tienes que seguir firme, tienes que trabajar, porque si tú trabajas, tú vas a llegar. Entonces, es contento.
So, the belt is staying in the Lone Star State. Congratulations to Pedro Cruz on becoming the 3rd Goalie Wars champion since its return, joining Isaac Walker in 2023 and Chituru Odunze just last year.
Kenzie puts it in, and the touch on the far side in the opening goal. Eisenberg comes out wide now. He floats this one and deflected. Second chance, and it's off the keeper.
And it's definitely settled a little bit. There's another great ball through.
And the opportunity, and it's popped over and in. 1v1 opportunity here for the East. In on goal, and we've got an equalizer. Sullivan steps up, and he slots it home. Gavin Sullivan puts it in the back of the net. The MLS Next MVP and Golden Boot winner. He puts it in the back of the net and seals the victory for the Eastern Conference.
At this time last year, Gavin Sullivan was the MVP of the MLS Next All-Star game. Since then, he's gone on to history in Major League Soccer. On July 5th, he became the 2nd youngest player ever to start a game.
Yeah, and he really is just a perfect example of how the MLS Next All-Star game showcases both potential and performance. In fact, of the 44 players selected to this year's All-Star rosters, over half of them either signed a homegrown deal or appeared in MLS Next Pro at some point. The 4th annual MLS Next All-Star game was a thriller, won by the East All-Stars 4-3. After going into halftime tied at 1, both teams traded goals in the second half, with Prince 4-4 of Columbus Crew 2 putting home a rebound to give the East a 3-2 lead in the 76th minute. Later in the 83rd, Tyler Brown of Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2 beat the onrushing goalkeeper to a through ball and walked it in to equalize. The deciding goal came just 2 minutes later on a penalty kick by Philadelphia Union 2's Jameer Johnson. And the king of the All-Star game was Prince 4-4, who took home the MVP honors.
I mean, I'm really happy right now. I'll say a big shout out to the East team. You know, I think we played really well together. We followed and trusted and did the work, you know, was able to come out with the victory.
And then what does that say just about your teammates and the trust that they have in you to go out there and perform the way that you do?
I mean, it's quite amazing, you know, because these guys we met a couple of days ago, and, you know, it seemed like we really bonded really well and was able to have that great chemistry, so it was great.
And what can we expect from you here and on forward?
I'll say I'll just keep pushing myself, you know, try to break into Crew 2, get more minutes, you know, and just keep pushing myself to the next level.
About 65% of former MLS Next All-Stars have signed professional contracts. Here are some of the more than 30 former All-Stars who have gone on to compete in MLS Next Pro and then Major League Soccer just this season, completing the player pathway. Before we move on to the second half of the season, here's the top goals of the first half.
So now Kidd to McKenna. Wow! What a banger! Gabriel McKenna with a masterful shot. Out of nothing. Gabriel McKenna picks his head up. Canetti. Nziengo. Glory Nziengo. Wow! Oh! Ho, ho. Glory Nziengo with the goal. And that breaks the deadlock. Pulled behind it. Sarver sends it in. Ball is there. Oh my! An absolute golazo! 1 goal lead. Spectacular.
Colin Welsh getting the start in goal today for St. Louis City 2. His 5th start of 2025 for the rookie out of Western Michigan.
Hernandez has a hit from distance. Are you serious?
Saw the keeper off his line. Welsh hovering around the top of the 18.
Joyner shoots. Whoa! Makai Joyner is out of his mind. Off this first ball, Joyner takes 1 touch, and with Burns off his line, that's just enough space for a spectacular shot.
This weekend marks the 4th annual MLS Next Pro Invitational and the 2nd matchup between champion and campeón. Last year, 2023 MLS Next Pro champions Austin FC2 defeated Liga Expansión MX champions Cancun FC, becoming the first Next Pro team to beat a team from Mexico. Defending MLS Next Pro champions North Texas SC will look to follow in Austin FC2's footsteps when they take on Club Deportivo Tapatío from Liga Expansión MX. You can catch it all Saturday, July 26 at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on MLSNextPro.com. Here's what else we're looking forward to. Sunday, October 5th is Decision Day, a full slate of games to determine playoff positioning on the last day of the regular season. That's followed by the 3rd annual Pick Your Opponent, which will determine the playoff matchups for the first 2 rounds. The playoffs themselves, well, those start the weekend of October 17th, culminating with the MLS Next Pro Cup on the weekend of November 7th.
Well, there is still a lot more soccer to be played between now and then, and there was certainly a lot of fun had all throughout the MLS All-Star Week festivities, especially at Goalie Wars.
That's right, Michelle. Let me tell you, it was my first All-Star Week, and it was a memorable one.
I remember my first time, and I'm glad it was so much fun. I'm glad you got to experience it here in my home state of Texas. She felt that Lone Star State hospitality. That will do it, though, for us for this episode of The Report.
That's right. Be sure to tune into the next episode for the latest around MLS Next Pro. We'll catch you guys next time. Adios. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and that in fact is true, my friends, as North Texas SC walks away with the MLS Next Pro Invitational Trophy. I'm April Marie Aguilar. North Texas SC started off hot with Pedrinho scoring a brace in the first 25 minutes of the match. Tapatío responded with a golazo, taking us into the half 2-1. But the match didn't end there. Why? Because in the second half, Tariq Scott iced the game with the 3rd goal for North Texas, securing the Invitational Trophy. We had the opportunity to catch up with the MVP, Pedrinho, after the game.
I work for this. I come to play for this. I was playing for first team, and some things happened. But I asked if I can play this game because I love play final. And
That's it. My work done.
It's a privilege to play against Chivas' second team, Tapatio. It's great for our players, our young players, to continue to grow and show that, you know, America's not afraid of anybody anymore. We can fight, we can compete, we can play, and it's really important for us to play these games. So thanks so much to MLS Next Pro for putting this game on, and obviously congratulations to Tapatio for winning their championship in Mexico. But I think we showed tonight we were the better team.
It's not just about who wears the armband, it's about 11 guys on the field, coming off the bench, whoever it may be. So I'm a leader, but so is everyone else, you know? I'm just fortunate enough to wear the armband.
All right, well, that does it for this year's MLS Next Pro Invitational. I'm April Marie Aguilar. We'll catch you guys next time. Adios.
Nearing our second half between Sporting Kansas City 2 and Austin FC 2. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. SKC down 2-1 to Austin FC 2 at the break. We can look at our first half highlights and the big moments from our first 45. It was an early good bit of pressing from Sporting KC that resulted in this early opportunity. A few players combining in the end. It was Meji Alexandre who just comes onto this one. A good bit of dribbling and a fantastic finish for his 6th goal of the MLS Next Pro season so far. That low strike made it 1-0 in the 9th minute of the match, but it'd be an instantaneous response from Austin FC 2. Long ball forward, picks out Jimmy Farkarloon, able to go one-on-one with his man and put a dangerous ball into the back post, nodded down by Diego Abarca and knocked home by Jorge Alastue. That made things 1-1. That was less than 2 minutes after that goal that was scored by Alexandre. And it meant that it was 1-1 at the very early stages of the match. This time he moved along to Farkarloon on the near side of the field. A great step over and a great pass across frame for Vlad Danchutsu. And the burly number 17 knocks it home for goals in back-to-back games to keep his good form going for Austin FC 2. Here are your stats after the first 45 minutes. Relatively even overall. Shots slightly edging Austin. They've had some good opportunities. You saw from those chances, point-blank shots from Alastue and Danchutsu. So 7 shots, but really good quality in those shots as well. On target, maybe SKC want to be a bit more clinical in getting shots on frame in the second 45 minutes. That might be a focus for them in the next half of play. We can look at our schedule as well, at what's coming up in MLS Next Pro. A lot more action still to come today. This one just the first game in this Sunday slate, but things start again on Wednesday with Whitecaps FC 2 hosting St. Louis City 2. And what promises to be a good matchup between those two sides. St. Louis City trying to continue their red-hot season. They're currently sat top of the Western Conference. 4 matches on Friday, starting with Toronto and Atlanta, culminating with Austin FC 2's next match. They'll play at home against North Texas SC in what should be a very important match for playoff implications. As things stand, Austin would be 2 points clear of North Texas entering that match. A lot of matches on Saturday as well. Orlando City B taking on Chattanooga FC. And the night on Saturday rounds out with Ventura County taking out Timbers 2. And of course, SKC 2 next up on the road and Minnesota United FC 2. So we're a few moments away from our second half of play between SKC 2 and Austin FC 2. It was a relatively even first half. You'd probably say that Austin were the slightly better side. But just how good that half was for both teams reflected that neither team will make any changes at halftime. In the first 2 meetings so far this season, Austin have seen the better in a 1-0 win, also a 0-0 shootout that Austin won. They've picked up 5 points against Sporting Kansas City. They could make it 8 if they see this lead out until the end of this one on the road today at Mercy Victory Field. It's been a great week, though, for SKC. They had a come-from-behind victory on Thursday. That followed up their first win of the season last Sunday. If ever there was a moment they could come from behind and pick up 3 points or pick up some points in a shootout, it might be in this run of form, in this moment. They have seen the results finally go their way after a challenging 2025 season so far. They're down 2-1 with 45 minutes left. Isad Osmanovic, our head official, whistles for the first time in the second half. And action continues with SKC attacking from right to left. Austin from left to right. Jack Edwards with you in the broadcast booth. Action coming to you from Children's Mercy Victory Field. First 2 games in Austin both went the way of the home side. Laid off, Gonzalez, Farkarloon, good chest control down.
Inside and low. Bring it again. You're okay. Vlad, you gotta hold this pocket, Vlad. Vlad, hold this pocket.
Farrer.
Hold that pocket.
We showed you at the beginning of the broadcast SKC's struggles at home so far this campaign. Winless in 8 matches, 7 defeats. They've picked up their 2 wins this week on the road. Trying for the first time this year to get that elusive 3 points at home.
Open, Daniel! Open! No.
Abarca squeezes through a few challengers. Being tugged back, the foul will be given and a yellow card will come out for Blaine Maybe. Abarca pounces through 2. Maybe was beaten, just tugged him down, results in the foul. Joins Chinlock DeChantra in the pocket. So 2 midfielders now for SKC are on yellow card cautions. Through the middle for Alexandre. He gets there first, trying to open up a shooting angle. Not quite able to get there. Good defensive work. Maybe blocks the clearance. Ariano on it now. Trying to squeeze past Cheshla. Unable to do so. Lifted forward. Gumbale not able to scrape a shot along. Moreno. Tashantrit dives in. Meji Alexandre. Clark back now. Donovan. Tashantrit, a lot of early possession for Sporting Kansas City. They've got Austin on the ropes. Ariano carries it into the box, driving it across frame. Farrer, what turned out to be a shot in the end, deals with it.
Chewy! Simplicity, man! Inside, Diego, go ahead. Turn. Simple, Chewy, good. Keep the rhythm, Chewy. Keep the rhythm.
Over the top for Abarca. Cross claimed. Farrer. Kortkamp rolls this one back out. It's with Tashantrit.
Back up. Hold a little bit. Don't pass too early. Take the move first. Come on back. Control the inside. The flag's jumping. Watch the back line and go, Diego. Yep. Well done, guys.
This portion of the match is presented by Audi, the official luxury vehicle of Sporting Kansas City. 6 minutes down in our second 45 minutes. Farrer, its first time, moved along. Well done by the defense of Austin Tchechla. Tashantrit wins it back. Rolled along for Clark. His first pass fails. His second one finds Ariano. Ariano on the right foot, curls one. What a save. Digging it out is Charlie Farrer with Gumbale. Gumbale stands it up to the back post. First time strike by Alexandre off target. Sporting Kansas City are threatening. Good work by Clark on the second effort to pick out Brian Ariano. Gets it onto his right foot. That's a really good curling effort. Charlie Farrer could tell it was probably going towards that bottom right corner, and he gets a brilliant left hand down in time to make the save.
Compact, guys. Get compact. Move up. Riley, keep coming, Riley. Riley.
Tashantrit. Tashantrit. Here's Donovan now. 1-2 play. Donovan. Strong challenge is put in by Danshutsu. Bounces along to Farkarloon. He gets to it first. Jimmy Farkarloon trying to open up a pass. He pulls it off to Abarca. Diego Abarca waiting for options with him. Slows the play down a little bit. Rolls it to the edge of the box. First time strike saved by Kortkamp. Played it to Irvin Torres, whose strike was blocked by the goalkeeper. Uteritz. Meji Alexandre. Ariano. Donovan's strike blocked, spins. Cushioned down, maybe. Ariano. Out wide now for Uteritz. Ariano. Played into Gumbale, a heavy touch, and it spins out. Goal kick will come for Austin. Alexandre, Donovan, Ariano. The strike towards goal goes just wide. Goal kick. A good turn by Alexandre. Moved along to Ariano. It was rolled back to the edge of the box, and that first time strike, trying to hit it with his right, was Blaine Maybe. He's been threatening, Maybe has, from a deep line midfield position on his first Sporting Kansas City start. Abarca, Moreno making a run from deep, opts not to use him. Cheshla. Gonzalez sprays a pass to the far side. Farquhar Lewin, a great first touch past his man on his right foot, trying to play a pass infield. He wants a handball, won't get it. Denshutsu, Farquhar Lewin, the strike, takes a deflection, spins wide for a corner. Jimmy Farquhar Lewin on that left wing has been so dangerous for Austin throughout this match. He gets past his man on the first try, trying to play that pass. It was blocked by Tashantrit, and in the end able to get that good first touch out of his feet to try and generate something. And what comes of it is a corner, the first of this half. It's on the near side of the field, 7th corner of the game now for Austin. Whipped in, the in-swinger. There was a foul in the area, results in a free kick for Sporting Kansas City.
That's the reason I want it.
This portion of the match is presented by Price Chopper, the official grocer partner of Sporting Kansas City. Nearing the 1 hour mark. Sporting Kansas City have looked very dangerous, up to 11 shots now on the match, especially in the second half where they've racked up 6 shots already in just 14 minutes of play. They've threatened, but they're still down a goal as things stand.
Billy, connected.
Farrer goes long with this one. Good work from Farquharloon to let it run across his body. Defended by Leroux. Alistue trying to slip a pass through, can't get past a few SKC defenders. Donovan, his move as well is stamped out.
That's where I got wild. Keep the level headed, you guys. Come on. Flat, pockets free.
Some subs are being prepped for Sporting Kansas City. They've seen the better of these first 15+ minutes of our second half, but they haven't gotten a goal to show for it to equalize. They'll bring on some fresh legs after they defend this sequence here. Farquharloon, good challenge put in by Leroux. Torres. Moreno. Abarca into the box at the end line, drives it across, point blank. It's cleared over the goal, out for a corner kick. Abarca gets one-on-one on this near side with Uteritz, drives it to the end line, and agonizingly, it bounces over the goal. Diving in was Irvin Torres, trying to put his body on the line, wins a corner kick. Another one, another set-piece threat that they can try and serve up here.
Go Sporting! Audrey, you okay? Riley, Jules! Riley, Jules, be dead!
Alistue. Deep corner to the back post. Denshutsu keeps it in play. Poor touch there. And a chance for subs now to come into the match. Zane Wantland, Johan Ortiz, and Anthony Samways will all be coming into the match. Brian Ariano, Ian James, and Beckham Uteritz will all be the players who make way.
Substitution in the 53rd minute, leading the game, number 2, Ian James. He's replaced by number 45, Anthony Samway. Substitution in the 53rd minute, leading the game, number 99, Beckham Uteritz. He's replaced by number 29, Shane Watland.
Out of play for another throw-in for SKC.
Hey, connected, Adrian! Stay in the midfield. Go!
Moved along. It's Wantland.
Build it again, Vlad! Build it again, Vlad!
Referee pulls play back. It's a free kick for Austin.
Diagonalmente, you're free. Irvin! That's why we do it.
Yellow card comes out.
A yellow card caution is Sporting Kansas City, number 85, Pierre Leroux, in the 67th minute.
Another look at the yellow card here.
Substitution for Austin.
Just a tug back there. Anthony Samways booked moments after coming on.
Substitution for Austin FC in the 67th minute, leaving the game, number 35, Steve Moreno. He's replaced by number
Subs as well coming into the match for Austin FC 2. You see Ruben Bonachera making his way onto the field.
You can't be on the bench. Inside, Riley, inside. Come on, Joe.
Alistue fouled. Fouls beginning to pile up now for SKC2 in the last few moments. Abarca to the back post, overhit, out for a goal kick. There's confirmation. The yellow card for Samways. It was a question of which defender for SKC picked up the yellow card. It was the recent substitute, Anthony Samways, the longtime Ohio State Buckeye, 2021 to 24 in the Big Ten.
Jimmy, come! Jimmy, come! Peter, go down! Peter, go down! Charlie!
Played across the back line. There was a late challenge put in by Sporting Kansas City, results in a foul. This portion of the match is presented by Central Bank, the official checking account partner of Sporting Kansas City and the official jersey front partner of SKC2. A little over 20 minutes left in this one. Austin trying to pick up 8 points from their meetings with Sporting Kansas City here in 2025. Trying to make it a 9-point week. Our Sporting Kansas City.
Come!
Wins at LAFC and Vancouver. I mean that it's been extraordinarily profitable. But at home they have struggled this year. They've lost 7 of 8 games. Moved out to the far side of the field. Bonachera steps up, wins it back. Recent sub. Alastue. Farkarloon. Now Gonzalez. Slid forward, aiming for Gumbale, can't quite rope it in. Farrer goes long. The header back by Deschantrit was important, and Kortkamp picks it up. See Peter Grogan up front was one of those subs that happened just a moment ago for Austin. Making 2 changes off the bench. Here are the confirmation of those subs. Denshutsu, the current match winner. This is turned over. Grogan wins it back. Gonzalez lifts it through the middle. It drops in the box, and Austin double their advantage. Jorge Alastue on the double. Shows his appreciation to Adrian Gonzalez, who tees him up for his first assist for Austin. It was a turnover, rolled to Gonzalez, lifts it forward, and Alastue, first time, drives it across the net. He's up to 6 goals now in MLS Next Pro action, as SKC prep a sub in response to that. Carter Dirksen will come onto the field. Shane Donovan will be the one who makes way. Jorge Alastue picking up his 2nd goal of the match. Alexandre wins a quick free kick after the restart of play.
Connected, Peter! Irving! Jimmy, Irving! Jimmy, Irving! Diego, inside! Diego, go inside! Go, Sporting! Stand up, Peter, in behind! Peter, in behind!
Mishit pass, it comes out now for an SKC throw-in. Watland. Here's Clark. Maybe trying to go out wide. Bonachera gets there first. Maybe comes back and sweeps up after his error and wins a throw-in. Watland forward, aiming for Clark. Strong challenge put in. Daniel Chesla coming in and winning it back. Alexandre, what a turn, Gumbale. Maloon Gumbale trying to get past the defender. He earns a corner kick.
Daniel Jules, alive, guys! Riley, come alive! Diego, deeper! Diego, deeper! Deeper! Good, good!
Ortiz goes low. Alexandre's trying to just drag one towards net. Can't quite get there. Farrer falls on it. Shots very even, but the quality maybe slightly better for Austin. They've been decisive with those as well. Gonzalez pokes it back. DeChandrit, maybe, rolls it along. It's Watland. Alexandre. Farkarloon in transition now. Austin a chance to add another goal to their lead. Farkarloon rolls it along. Abarca on his left lifts it too much. It goes over the frame. It was deflected along the way, so a corner will come from the far side of the field. Alastue on his left from distance. Just over the net. It misses off frame. He was going for his hat trick in spectacular fashion. Mohamed Badouia and Chris Avilo both come into the match. Diego Abarca makes his way off the field.
leading the game, number 77, Diego Aparte. He's replaced by number 31, Chris Aviva.
Referee signals to Riley Thomas. Fouls are beginning to rack up. Not too many more for the fullback before the yellow card may have to come out. It's a free kick for Sporting Kansas City. They restart play. No more fouls as the referee, Timaloon Gumbali. Sad Osmanovic, our head official, had a few calls to make. He's had a few contentious no penalty calls that have been appealed for by both teams. But the major moments have come from open play. No penalties for either side. Coming off a match for Sporting Kansas City where they had 2 of them. Sean Hines will be coming into the match now. Hines will come on for Alexandre, who has the lone goal for SKC. Hines was signed to an MLS Next Pro amateur contract just a few weeks ago on July 18th. Part of the academy. Hines is on the bench against North Texas, but makes his debut here today. Just 16 years of age, maintains his NCAA eligibility if he wants to use that down the road. Driving centrally, the strike from distance, saved by Kortkamp. Badawia trying to cause a bit of chaos. Now Wantland. Lifted out to the far side. Dirksen now at the end line, a challenge put in by Bonachera, out for a corner kick for Sporting Kansas City. 6 minutes plus stoppage time left. Beginning to feel more and more like it's now or never. If they're going to find a way back into this match, SKC.
52, Charlie, aggressive. Come on, Jules, come on, Daniel. Chris, deeper, 5-4.
Whipped into the back post, pushed away, headed back into the mix, but a foul committed. Charlie Farrer got a hand to it and was fouled, climbing up into the air.
Side, come! Ruben, come! Conectado! More with Riley. Good, more.
Clark with the throw in. A slight push from behind. Thomas a throw in. Cheshla. Hines on the press. It's a clever flick. Badawia faked one touch, able to get across it. Clark, good defensive work, and he wins the free kick. Really good strength shown. The swing of play, Wantland going towards the back post. It was a mishit cross. It almost turned dangerous for Farr, but he sees it out for a goal kick. Coming up next for Sporting Kansas City, it's a trip to Minnesota 5 days from now on Friday. Be a challenging one for them, try and get back to winning ways. After winning 2 straight, they'll likely drop this one here today. That's coming up next for Sporting Kansas City too. As for Austin FC 2, they'll be at home against North Texas. That match at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Friday as well. Should be a good one between a pair of Texas teams. North Texas a few points worse off right now from Austin, who would leap into 4th spot in the Western Conference. That was their playoff spot in 2023 when they went on to win it all in their first season in MLS Next Pro. Whipped into the box, dangerous ball, Courtcamp catches it. Hines pressing high up the field. Side flag goes up.
Marcel's gonna be there. Audrey, stay. Marcel's coming on the.
Marcel Russell will be coming into the match. Irvin Torres makes way.
Let ball be on the corner kick. Marcel, the left.
Russell is making his debut for Austin FC 2 here off the bench. After spending 2022 with FC Cincinnati 2 in MLS Next Pro, spent some time with Torino in their youth system. Was in Italy for the last few years.
Yeah, Horace, still right pocket, Marcel left pocket.
Spent last year in Poland. Russell did join in July First chance for him in Austin colors, trying to see how this victory as we enter into 3 minutes of added time at the end of our 90. SKC took a lead 8 minutes into the contest, a long ways back from turning this around. Kumbale is fouled, just past halfway. Good pass from Clark, picks out Maybe. Tries to slide it through to Hines. Launched upfield, Grogan can't bring it down. Kortkamp.
Stay low, Marcel!
Clark. Ortiz carrying towards goal, pokes it into the box. That's gonna be a foul. Yellow card will come out here.
The yellow card toss is to Sporting Kansas City, number 57, Jason Hines.
Hines booked. Hines is trying to keep this play alive, trying to get a right foot to it. Good work defensively just to seal off the angle. Yellow card comes out for the young forward. Means that we'll have played about 2 minutes of the 3. See if the referee sees more time to be added on beyond the 3. It's a foul from behind. Grogan commits it. One back by Austin. Grogan through the midfield, the middle I should say. Kept in play, was it? Yes it was. Badawia does very well. Wins a throw in. More time can tick away for Austin. Look to pick a 4th win in 6 games, a 5th in 8, a 7th win on the campaign. They won just 2 of their first 11 games. But this win will put them in very good position for the playoffs. Still a long way to go, of course. But beginning to stack up the results. There's a push there by Russell. Gumbale to the end line, strong challenge put in, and it's kept in play. That will bring proceedings to a close. Austin a come from behind win, 3 goals unanswered, means they pick up 3 points. 2 wins and a shootout win against Sporting Kansas City on the campaign. A controlling performance here today, deserved 3 points for the visiting side. We can look now at our man of the match, Jorge Alastue. His side went down to a goal from Meji Alexandre in just the 8th minute of the contest, but he responded in quick fashion. Good work to put this one into the box from Farquhar Loon. An easy enough finish just to squeak it on across the line. This one a bit more convincing. One back with the high press. Adrian Gonzalez scoops one forward, and it's knocked home by Alastue. A brace for him, 3 goals on the campaign against SKC, 6 in total in MLS Next Pro play. Next up for Sporting Kansas City at Minnesota United. Austin at home against North Texas. Both of those matches coming up on Friday. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Once again, our final score. Sporting Kansas City 1, Austin FC 3. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a great rest of your Sunday night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.